I don't want to do that right now. I'll keep everybody waiting.
Anybody who's actually watching is going to be assuming it's going to be on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
And Judge, I do have Joanna Letts, the supervisor, trying to join in here in a second. I just sent her the link.
I'll let her in as soon as I see her. But anyway, so this was, let's go through my spiel. Since the courts are closed to the public, we are broadcasting or streaming live on YouTube to comply with Article 1, Section 13 of the Texas Constitution. And this is the Title V permanency review docket, and we're here on cause number 323-104-600. And you guys all submitted reports, so you didn't have to come. But when I saw that, I think Ms. Allen and Mr. Adler replied to the invite, that kind of triggers to me that, okay, they must want to talk to me, or they might, you know, so I went ahead and went forward with the hosting the Zoom. Oh, here she is. So that just in case somebody needed to address something on this case. But I have read your reports since we're here, since everyone is here. Ms. Hewitt for the department, Ms. Allen for the mother, Mr. Adler for the father, and Ms. Wiley for the children. And my guess is that on a final order for this one, whatever judge did the final order, ordered that Ms. Allen and Mr. Adler remain on.
So Judge, this case ended with a PMC to a relative, and then that placement broke down and the department had to file a motion to modify and removed that grandmother and placed the kids back in foster care. And so that's why this case technically is still open.
So technically it's a pending case again, but this is the review after the previous final order.
Correct. So it's technically pending. And then the mom and dad actually have a third child that is subject to a new case, which kind of opened all this one also back up. That child has a different cause number, and that one's already been transferred downtown. And that child is with a different relative. And that case has a little more substance because that kid is living with the paternal aunt, and there's some visitation already set forth. And I think the department would probably agree that we were hoping to figure out what mom was going to do with that kiddo before we figured out what we were going to do with the boys. And there was a plan, and it has not gone as smoothly as everyone would have hoped for it to go.
Okay. Oh, so who has it downtown?
Hold on.
360th.
There you go.
Okay.
Judge Bennett.
Judge
Okay,
Bennett.
good. Okay, good communication with her. And do we have a cause number?
I can get you one. Hold on.
Yeah, let me look it up.
So the removal was done here, and then that was just one of the ones that was transferred downtown.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Judge, it's
Probably
360-679-069-20.
Okay.
And it's Ariel Trejo, A-R-I-E-L-L-E.
Okay. And who's the ad litem for that child?
Me.
Vicky
Is it you still? Okay, good.
all the
Good.
same people.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's the
And
same
I figured that
people,
because we would have
just
done
a
that here. That's
different judge.
right. Yeah. We would have done that here. So I don't think either judge can do their best job on it if we don't have all of the information for all the kids in front of us. So I
Right.
guess we have to figure out what we can do.
So
And it'd probably be easier for you guys to appear in one court for this too. I don't know if there's anything that can be done
Sure.
about that.
it'd be
So-
nice if we could do it all at once
Yeah,
instead of
right.
twice as
Um,
often.
And so I guess that's a conversation I can have with Judge Kim and with Judge Bennett, maybe about this particular case. Okay, so it looks like mom has checked out of her visits the last 3 weeks or so.
So mom is actually in Houston right now. She said that her grandmother is terminally ill. And so I guess she went down there to be with her.
Okay,
That's the last information that I have. I I guess off the record, I know one of the big concerns about my client is that she has not been the best communicator in terms of maintaining communication with the department and with others.
Okay. And that's important right now, especially if she wants to plan, because I see that dad wants the kids to go back to mom. I'm assuming he feels that way about the baby too?
So the baby, technically, we have a MSA. There's actually already an MSA regarding the baby.
Okay.
Baby has been with the maternal aunt since maybe a month or two after the case started. And mom completed her services. And the last thing that was remaining when we went to mediation was that mom did not have housing of her own, and there was concern about her having stable housing. And so part of the MSA was premised on mom having housing, and that the department got to go out and see it, things of that nature. And right when that was supposed to be happening was when COVID hit.
Mm.
And so mom was never the best communicator to begin with. And then I think with her job, she waits tables over here in Grapevine. So she did get the apartment. I think Vicki actually went out and saw the apartment. Is that right? I think I may just give you the address. I can't remember.
Yeah, I
have the
didn't get
lease.
there because of the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so like we have a copy of the lease and all the things that were required in the MSA. And then mom started unsupervised visits with the baby under that MSA. And technically she has fulfilled the terms of that MSA and is supposed to have the baby placed with her, but because of COVID, that has not happened. And then during the COVID period, she kind of just fell off the map a little bit. When I say fell off the map is that you talk to her sometimes, but you can't actually pin her down.
Well, if the baby was going to be placed with her, why would that have stopped because of COVID?
There were a few things that she was supposed to finish doing. So she was supposed to get the house, and then she was supposed to allow CASA and Miss Wiley to go out and see the house and make sure that it was appropriate. Wasn't it CASA as well? I think yeah. Or was it just?
No.
And I think Vicki said she
No.
could go because that's when like COVID and all that happened and
Right.
people were waiting for that.
CPS, and CPS
It was
was
CPS,
supposed
okay.
to, or
CPS
Or
does
DMCA or whoever.
And they were never able to go verify. She would never meet with them to verify the appropriateness of the home. So while she may have shown that she got it, there was still that one little part of the MSA that said they had to go out there and make sure it was appropriate. And she would never get back with anybody in order to be able to do that. And so
That was more so her choosing then, I guess. And that's not that that's my case. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around where
Right.
mom is right now.
right. And
Yeah.
so that was part of the MSA. She didn't do just that one little part. And then that's been the holdup, and she hasn't made
Well,
visits and hasn't
yeah, I have
communicated with
concerns.
us. So she
It's
has
my
been.
understanding that COVID would not be an excuse in that court. It's my understanding that Judge Bennett's kind of trucking along as much as she can, just like we are over here. So I don't know
Well,
that mom would get away with that excuse with her, just kind of saying.
She's been visiting though. My understanding is that that child and mom have been having in-person visits.
Oh, good. Okay.
They,
Not to the
no, they
last-
haven't. I thought she said less like 3 weeks ago she was still having visits. Was that not right?
She has not been having visits. She has not been in contact. Tiana told us that she hadn't really heard from her in a while.
How long has it been? 2 or 3 weeks or longer?
I think longer.
Okay,
I
'cause
thought I was just told, hold on, by Carrie.
I just thought it was a couple weeks. I thought it all kind of
No, it was
coincided.
3 weeks.
So
That's
it's
what I
all
thought,
That's what
children.
I was told.
That's what I was told too.
When
But
I
my-
talked to Carrie Howard, she said, I talked to Carrie today, and I think she said it had just been, I think she had one today, and so she may or may not have missed that. And I'm not sure if she's counting this one or not, but I think she said at least, I know for sure 2 weeks. I don't know if today would have counted as the 3 or not, but I don't know what she was doing before that then.
And the foster mom said that she has not made the last 3 virtual visits with the boys, which if she's in Houston, I get her not making in-person visits, but there's no excuse for not making virtual visits. All she has to do is turn her phone on.
Oof.
That's if she has I don't know if she's got internet phone or if she's got like a real phone. I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I guess we'll kind of see whatever happens with her grandma or whatever's going on when that excuse falls off, kind of see what happens. So it's my understanding that that child is supposed to be returned to her at some point, but that could be frustrated now. Mm-hmm. And that these children, is the department considering filing for re-termination? Because I was hearing about kinship a relative adoption, but that fell through.
Well, Judge, there was a little bit of a provision, correct me if I'm wrong.
Non-relative, I'm sorry, go ahead.
In the MSA about the boys, if mom couldn't follow through. But I think as of right now where we are, we're kind of in a holding pattern with them, and we're not sure because she almost got to that plan B. It's just because she didn't complete it. It's just so weird. And so I think
there's an MSA on file in this cause number though, right?
It's in Ariel's cause number.
Right.
Okay, but that I couldn't really do anything with it if it's not in this filed in this cause number.
Right.
So.
And I don't know that the provisions truly were fulfilled to even deal with them how we were planning on dealing with them. So I think we're stuck back at square one with them, and that's something we have with staff.
Right now, the position is that for the boys, as far as these boys go, it would be non-relative adoption.
Right.
Correct. Okay. Mom is so close on. She was so close on this one. Like so close.
I did represent mom in the last case as well. This is my second go round, and Frank represented dad in the first go round. They are real young, and you know, very frankly, I think a lot of times people say this is what I want because that's what you're supposed to want. And I don't know, sometimes when they get real close, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the case in this, but the only thing that makes sense is that she's literally right there. Like she only has to invite somebody into her home and have beds and it would be sufficient. And I don't know if it's just overwhelming, the thought that she's never actually had to raise any children. And now maybe
they're getting real.
Yeah.
They're really children themselves.
Yeah, they're really young.
I think I remember them.
She looks real young. Like she looks 17 or 18 years old.
See, I think she looks 13.
She looks real young.
Was she the one where we were in court one time and you thought she maybe was the child on one of them because she just
probably.
Is that this one? That might
possible.
Be the one.
She's a very petite Hispanic, and so she's tiny and she looks very young.
This one, she doesn't really wear any makeup either, so she even looks like
she doesn't wear any makeup.
Right. Yeah, she looks like a child. Yeah,
she looks very innocent and childlike.
I remember them.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, enough about mom. I mean, not to be rude, but I mean, we're doing, you know, everyone is doing what they can do for her. Have the children seen doctors? Are they up to date?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there good? No major issues?
No.
And they're both really itty bitty, right? That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, they're cute.
5 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, well, I guess Mr. Adler doesn't have a lot here because his client would just prefer the kids go with the mother, right? Is that right?
Judge, my push, and Catherine is right, or Miss Allen is right. We've been at this a while, and it's like the same cycle. So my push in this case, I can honestly tell the court, has always been for my client's family. I feel like I've always been advocating for paternal grandmother.
Right. Why aren't they involved? I remember this now. Yeah.
Well, they were placed with the grandmother, and then they had to remove from the grandmother, and we had a full-blown contested hearing, and they were not returned to her.
Right.
So if CPS does file another termination petition, then I will try and seek out relatives again. I'm really trying to seek out relatives now. I mostly talk to the paternal grandmother, so a lot of what I tell you about the dad is hearsay from his mom.
Okay.
So my request as far as the visitation for the boys goes is that it be continued to be virtual, either until further order of the court or until mom gets to the point in the MSA where we actually start doing weekend visits.
Okay. Hold on. Let me grab the full file real fast.
I have.
Okay. 'Cause I had all your reports in front of me, but I didn't have the whole file here. I forgot what my question was now, why I was looking for this. Okay, that's what I was like. I was looking to see if we had any special orders around visitation for COVID on this file, but we don't. Looks like it was, and so Ms. Wiley, are you just asking that they remain
Virtual.
virtual just until this whole pandemic thing?
Correct.
Restrictions are loosened, which I'm not quite sure. I didn't look at all the details from what the governor said yesterday yet, but
Well, as long as there is a health issue, I mean, as long as the foster dad has a health issue and the mom is running around.
oh, it's true. We have a foster dad to be concerned about here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did send around Rule 11 on April 23rd, but not
Right. I
everybody
was the only one who
able
signed
to.
it, apparently.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, stop snitching on us.
You know what? It doesn't make a difference to me because I'm just going to follow the rules anyway. So either you guys can work it out as you have been doing, make the kids available on whatever platform you can, and make sure mom knows how to do that, and dad. And if they exercise it, they do. If they don't, they don't. And if everybody knows how to file motions and stuff like that. So
I was truly kidding, Judge.
I know.
They snitch on me all the time. I'm used to it.
Frankie,
I'm snitching on you now because now you're not wearing. He wore a shirt and tie for this morning, but apparently
I did.
doesn't
he
wear a
wasn't
shirt and tie for
expecting
y'all.
this one. He wasn't expecting this one.
Yeah,
But
I
I will
know.
I'll snitch on myself to make Frankie feel better. Apparently the special advocate, which was, oh gosh, for as far as visitation goes, Quinones, Tom Quinones.
Yeah.
His email on this case went to my junk file.
Oh yeah.
So
I wasn't gonna snitch on you, but I saw his report.
I like
gonna
saw
call you out.
it 2 days ago and went, oh no, and sent him an email apologizing.
Well, I knew that wasn't like you, and I also knew who else, that like the whole dynamic of this case and who was on it, so I wasn't too worried. I figured if there was a problem, you guys would work it out. So
Yeah, and we have, so up until now, but with mom being non-communicative,
yeah.
I have concerns.
All I told
Okay.
Vicky was that because I haven't talked to my client, I can't agree. So I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm not agreeing, and obviously that's my position.
Well, the reality is this: there was an order that hasn't been changed, and whatever happens, happens, and everybody knows what to do. That's it, So, okay. So I'm glad, even though that we didn't know why we were getting together, that we did on this one, because it seems to be interesting dynamic ongoing on this one. So
Indeed.
so much better than sometimes it's necessary, but okay. If there's not anything else, I think we're done unless somebody has anything else on this.
Okay.
It's gonna be nothing fancy, and it's just going to be a standard permanency review order. So, all right.
Okay.
I just have a
Thank you,
question.
Judge.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Judge.
Yes.
Just
Go
for
ahead.
clarification. So you asked a very good question, which I'm curious about. Are we like headed to a termination? Are we going to get a refiled amended petition and head that way? Or what is CPS's plan?
I mean, I think that's something that Joanna's going to have to staff with her PD at this point. I mean, we've got, a few weeks of mom saying she's in Houston, but hasn't been communicating with us. So I don't think we can, we're not trying to hide the ball. I'm just, when we say we're going to terminate, that's something that has to be staffed with the PD.
Got it.
Am I right, Joanna? Like, we can't just.
technically, I'm not sure that's the same anymore since we've moved over.
Okay.
But I will be honest, that is what I would like to see happen. I feel like these children have lingered so long and they have gone through so much. And it's been, I know for at least for the boys, it's been over 3 years now.
They're babies.
This is
Literally,
not,
yeah.
this is
One-
not healthy for them. I mean, I just,
So then are you prepared to say that that's the department's goal at this point, or the OCOK's goal at this point is to seek termination without getting, okay.
I am.
But I think, Mr. Adler, I
deserves-
think the answer to your question is that you might want to start digging for some family.
Yeah. Time to look for relatives, Frank.
I got you.
Back to
Here I
square
go
one.
again. Okay, thank you.
I hope so. I mean, it just, oh.
Frank, ask the aunt if she wants 2 more to go with her other ones.
You know, I was just thinking that
You
actually.
should.
She's got
Yeah.
what, 2 bio kids, and she's
Yeah.
got this kid, and then there's no way.
No, she's barely 22 herself.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
young too.
She's
But
a
if she-
baby too.
If she can be a plan B to help out whoever my plan A might be, it might be an option. We'll see.
Okay, so just to clarify, is there going to be any note on the visitation for the boys being virtual in the order?
Let me see. Hold on. I tell you what, Ms. Wiley, why don't we do this? Why don't you call Mr. Canonas back?
Mm-hmm.
And he can help get that taken care of. Because I think
Okay.
the only reason I'm hearing is because of the COVID thing and the foster father's medical condition.
Right.
And so if that's the reason, then that's definitely related to what Mr. Canonas was assigned to do.
Okay.
And so he'll know exactly what you guys need to do if you want me to sign an order to that effect.
Okay.
Just for, and these orders, I'm only signing them to last as long as Supreme Court's orders are in effect regarding these alternative court proceedings and stuff.
Right.
Judge, I don't think it's necessary in this case. Neither Catherine nor I are pushing for that.
Okay. Well, you mean for electronic communications, but I guess what difference does it make if they're not visiting the kids anyway?
That's what I'm saying. I guess unless you just want to go
okay.
through that.
But I think what Ms.
step,
Wiley's
it's just-
saying is if they do decide they want to visit in person, that she would rather it be.
Would you sign the Rule 11 agreement?
I'm saying
think
it's
Ms.
not
Allen
an
said she-
issue right now. That's all I'm saying.
Right. But if it becomes an issue, will you sign a Rule 11 agreement?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Catherine?
think
Can't unless I talk to my client. And I'll know how easy it is to get a hold
Okay.
of her.
I'm
Right.
going to follow up with Thomas.
yeah, just do that. I hear all of you right now, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna steer this ship. I'll let you guys do that. So
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
It's
very
good to
much.
see everybody.
Thanks, Judge.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.